Christopher Nolan was born on July 30, 1970 in London, England. He's a film director and screenwriter that has directed great science fiction movies. Nolan has different elements in all the films he has produced. The narrative and photography are the components more visible in his film productions. The non-linear narrative structures and the way in which he applies the color is something characteristic. However, let's analyze one of the greatest films he directed to understand Christopher Nolan's work. Memento is one of the most popular movies that raised him to his greatest career. This movie is divided into two different times. The first one is the black and white part that focuses into the past of the story, explaining to the audience the life of the main character, Leonard Shelby. In this part of the time we can get to know how he realized the murder of his wife and talk about the disease he got. Due to his disease, there is a notable use of symbols that he used to recover his memory every time he lost it. In this case, he used the tattoos as symbols that he needed to remember as something important to solve the problem.
Any difference whether I know about it? Just because there are things I don't remember doesn't make my actions meaningless.
On the other hand, we can watch the colorful part, which is narrating the present and how he had been reacting every time he lost the memory. So with the pass of time, understand how the two men didn't murder the woman and realize he was the man that killed his own wife. Consequently, the use of non-linear narrative structure is the way in which the story was told. The narrative is divided into two components: the plot, which doesn't follow a chronological sequence, and also we can refer as plot to the number of events that gives the story a meaning. On the other hand, the story focuses on explain how the events are happening. Therefore, the narrative that Nolan's worked in Memento and many other of his film productions are totally formalistic, which means that the chronology of the story is in total disorder from the end to the beginning.